right on that spot? Right in there.
There it is.
Yeah! They may not break the leak line this time. He already knows where to go.
Here he is. There he is. Beaver Turkey Ridge.
Yeah.
And then that's where it looped up into that piece there. This is mine. This is my own person. I paid for this. All the window weight from the
Yeah, it is high. With the 62 crews and the engines and the fire retardant that comes out of the airplanes and everything, now we're spending between $400,000 and $500,000 a day. Our costs to date are $1.5 million.
Wasn't able to contact anybody on the ground for you for that engine improvement.
There's a sign over here. I don't know if you can get anything with it.
I copy.
Yep.
But when the sirens went off, the adrenaline started going and hyperventilation started in, and we just started tossing and moving. And as we were loading up the truck, the ashes were falling on us at that particular point in time. So we got out very quickly.
And ours is the only house that didn't burn on the east side of Bonita Creek. Our garage burned up, the house is there.
Looks like there might only be two or three houses left out of the approximately 60 that were there, and ours is one of them.
Pat Strickland lost her fuel truck when she ran for her life.
There was no place for us to go with the truck, so we left the truck and went into a burn area with the crews where everybody just sat and waited out while it burned around us.
One good thing that's happening is the fire's approaching the old Horton fire from last year, and that'll be a good block when we run into that.
We've had about an average of 20 individuals who've been taking advantage of our sheltering, sleeping on the cots each night.
The fire came up and burned the two houses, which are friends of mine, and the wind blew and went over on the other side of the ridge, which is Ellison Creek, and it burned my gazebo, and then went on up.
We're anxious to get home, but I just feel for all the people that are working so hard and the ones that really lost their homes.
Is this a little bit cooler weather helping you guys?
Yeah, it seems to. Last night's shift, we accomplished quite a bit of burning, and we pretty much got a handle on it, we hope.
It kind of hurts, you know, because Prescott isn't that far away, and we do drive through here a lot, you know, on the way to other fires and stuff, and it hurts to see a big fire like this. It really does.
What we're trying to do is establish routing through the subdivision because the roads are narrow, and we're trying to establish routes for the engines to take, so we don't have enough room for engines to go both directions.
If we run out of water on our trucks or something, this will be full of water. We could draw water out here in case we need water.
There you go. Okay, you don't want a piece of fruit. You want some cherries? No? Watermelon? Watermelon? More.
Big cell that came up and started across in this area.
Many of the questions asked here this morning surrounded the loss of 6 firefighters last week, all volunteer members of the Perryville prison team. While an investigation is continuing, officials say it appears the deaths occurred in a tragic but unavoidable accident.
And I think all those people, those that died and those that were injured and those that survived, did the very best they could under an extremely difficult situation.
While Governor Moffett has declared the burned acreage a state disaster area, so far no help has come from the federal government. The congressional delegation hopes to change that this week. Senator John McCain says the losses should prove assistance is necessary.
A lot of devastation, a great tragedy, both in terms of human life and the beauty of one of the prettiest parts of our state, and I think our job is to do whatever we can to see it restored as quickly as possible.
Meanwhile, the citizens of Payson have dug into their own pockets to help friends and firefighters. While some opened their homes to evacuees, this women's club donated 300 pies to the fire camp last night. Banners have gone up throughout the area expressing thanks to the men and women on the line who are fighting to save their homes.
I'm up here to thank the people of the town of Payson and all of its businesses for the response that they have given, the citizens of Payson who has opened up their homes to those that have been displaced.
Some citizens were allowed to return home today. Ruth Harmon says she was given 1 hour's notice before she was evacuated from her cabin in Whispering Pines Tuesday. Ruth says she just had time to grab a few pictures and changes of clothes. While she's happy to be home, Ruth says she feels for those who weren't as lucky.
I can't help but feel sad for the ones that don't have a home to come to. And the animals, the deer and the elk, bear.
You're the firefighter. Post, and you're not going to get it. There's too many hot spots. Your dog's not up there. I was up there yesterday.
Mark IIs, and 2,000-gallon porta tanks.
Here, I think there's one house down at the end of it.
Doing here is an evacuation plan or?
Oh, we're
learn where all these places are. But this is our main safety area.
If anybody
Gate today, this morning, so that we can.
equipment today, we've got our supply of hose. Should have about. We'll get 2 Odin foam units in.